If you ask most Indians, what is your comfort food? You are probably going to hear dal, rice. Growing up, I didn't know there were literally dozens of different types of dals, and my absolute favorite one is Chana Dal. In my humble opinion, this is the creamiest of dals and goes so well with literally anything. Rice, roti, grilled chicken tikka, or just standalone as a lentil soup. And in air quotes, because dal is so much more than lentil soup. So today we are covering Chana Dal. Let's go. Start off by soaking 1 cup of Chana Dal. Links to everything we use down below, plus the quantities and the descriptions. And wash it a couple of times until the water runs clear. And then toss in about 2 cups of water and let this soak for a few hours. Tip number 1. Always wash lentils, rice, anything a few times, and make sure you always do it in cold water, because if you wash it in lukewarm or hot water, it immediately starts to cook the lentil or the rice and it will make it absolutely terrible. I am telling you this right now. Go ahead and get an Instapot or a pressure cooker. I usually don't like to suggest a ton of expensive equipment in this series, but this Instapot is such an absolute life hack, and to spend close to $100 and buy one, it will save you so much time, and you can make everything from yogurt to lamb to dal all in here. So 100% worth the investment in my personal opinion. My personal favorite is this little guy over here. I like the small one for home use. It's just the right size for a couple or even a few people. And then we do use the bigger models of these at my restaurant, and it cooks a lot more stuff. I'll have the links down below to both of the ones I use so you can take a look for yourself. Go ahead and toss the wash dal into this Instapot and go ahead and cook for about 20 minutes. While you're doing this, go ahead and watch an episode or 2 of Seinfeld on Netflix while you wait for this to cook and cool down. Important note, you can't open Instapots or pressure cookers when there's a pressure inside them. I say this, be very careful, you will get burnt. Tip number 2, cook a big batch of dal and leave it in the fridge. Whenever you are hungry, you can quickly toss in the cooked lentils, a couple of spices, and you have a healthy, comforting meal ready to go fast. Now, once the dal is cooked, use a whisk and blend it so it gets nice and smooth and creamy and gets this gorgeous consistency.
For a few minutes till it gets, you get a homogeneous, till it gets. Can you see? Yeah, dal is getting ready.
Next, go ahead and chop up half a medium-sized onion and a small to medium-sized tomato. Tip number 3, chop up these onions and tomatoes finely so it gives it a good consistency to the dal. And next, we want to chop up some cilantro. And now it's time for Momma Neeta hack.
You have to put this stem part. It tastes really nice when you put it in dal.
Oh, you have to put the stem
Yeah,
part
you
in?
have to put it. And when the dal gets cooked, it gets lot nice aroma. And it tastes really good. Most of them, they threw it away, but you should not.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to put this steam when it's cooked. And this the top part of the cilantro, you can use it for decoration.
Oh, for garnish?
Yeah, it's on the top.
Oh.
Yeah, but this same part, never throw it. It tastes really good.
The hack is obviously that the cilantro has the butt, and you want to toss that while you're cooking into the dal. And next, go ahead and toss in some oil onto your pan. Canola or olive oil both work wonders. And once the oil is nice and toasty, toasty Indian, I know. Go ahead and toss in half a teaspoon of cumin and let that saute for about 10 minutes. And then toss in your onions. And you hear that sizzle. That's the good stuff. Go ahead and toss in 1 teaspoon of a ginger garlic paste And then go ahead and toss in the tomatoes. Toss in the the stem of the cilantro that we just chopped up over here to really get that good flavor, and go ahead and give it a good mix. Go ahead and toss in 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder and a pinch of hing. Now this is packed with a punch, so please be careful, and you only want to put in a pinch. This is super crucial. And it goes 1.5 teaspoons of salt, really salt to taste, and give everything a really good mix. Mash these incredible little bits. The juice of the tomatoes really help cook the onions and bring all of the spices together. Next, we are going to toss in the dal we've just pressure cooked and give it a good mix. Toss in some kasuri methi that you're going to crush with your hands and sprinkle that in all over the dal. This releases the flavor of the dried herb. You guys see these little bubbles over here? This is what we want. And last but not least, add 1 tablespoon of this dal masala. Now, this is totally optional, and even if you took this off the stove right now, we would have a pretty decent dal. But if you want that oh so creamy, flavorful, restaurant quality dal, this is the secret ingredient. Go ahead and toss that in. Now, anytime you use a dry masala mix, it already has like turmeric, chili, and that's why initially we only put in kind of 1/4 teaspoons of these little things. Too much turmeric will overpower the dish really fast, so you want to be really careful. Now we are going to lower the heat and add the top part of the coriander that was all chopped up, and we're going to give it a good mix. And now we are going to cook this on low flame for about 5 minutes. You guys, look at this. There's literally nothing better than dal, rice, and a little bit of Indian pickle while you sit back and watch a good Seinfeld episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out our next recipe for your next lunch.